like an okay idea. But I did change my mind about that as well, because it becomes kind of hectic. Like every week or every couple of weeks, we have to figure out where is it this time, where we're gonna go, what time is it, etc., etc. So I do, and as far as you saying like don't be upset if it's taken away, I don't think Kanara necessarily is upset. And even before when she got the apartment, he was offering to do Juma at his place, and Kanara was still like, no, unless we're moving it there personally, I would rather we stay in one location. And I like at first I didn't really agree with him, and I was like, no, come on, let's just switch it up a little bit or whatever. But I do see the point in having
a central location.
Yeah,
yeah, okay.
Fixed.
Yeah, like a fixed.
Central, fixed, same thing. Yeah.
Neither word is what I want, but whatever. Anyway, that's fine. Have a location.
A primary destination.
Established.
Yeah. That's still not the right word, but it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Still it's not correct word.
Google.
I mean, I do agree.
Yeah.
I do agree that for Juma, specifically for Juma, because it is such a heavy commandment on us, that I just have it at a location where everybody knows where it is and what time it is, and not have to worry about, oh, who's doing it this time, because we already have enough trouble figuring out who's doing the service.
Yeah.
So, and
you guys need to keep tracking yourself, so I'm not going to figure it out there.
Yeah, she might die tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. What are you going to do then?
Anyway. So,
well, you should be prepping someone to do what you're doing.
You guys have to keep tracking yourself.
Right. Oh yeah, you're getting married soon, right? San Francisco.
Yeah. So then we'll have.
And you're moving.
So, okay. As far as that, Quran study, like we were doing that a little bit. Every other week we would have Quran study at somebody else's house.
Yeah.
They've come to my house for Quran study at least twice, I think. Like we've gone to, I don't know if we've gone to your house for Quran study once. We've gone to her house for Quran study. Like that, I don't mind. If we start that up again, I don't mind like moving that around. That's something that is flexible, and we can try and find a date that works for everybody. And what else? You mentioned something, but I think right now I can't remember specifics, and I'll probably get back to you later. Yeah.
About what? I'll tell you.
No, not the timing. That I don't mind. Yeah, it's flexible for me. It's not like I'm working. But yeah.
Okay, you forgot?
Yeah.
Okay, Kanaru, you got any more stuff to say?
Don't.
You're not being filmed. Audible. It's just audible. Nobody's filming you. Yeah.
Don't take it. Because it feels good. Now I'm going to cover my head. Boy.
That man looks so pretty.
All what I want to say is, I apologize to God that I sent you away that Friday, and I'm apologizing to you today that it's not
your intention
to do that.
Yeah.
I would never have done that, but Satan, like we all say, Satan.
But we can't blame everything on Satan.
That is so true, baby.
We can't blame everything on Satan.
That's not true.
Okay? You were wrong, I was wrong.
Wait.
You got a man up.
Wait.
Okay.
So, I apologize to you.
Okay, I accept your apology.
Thank you.
And $50.
Thank God for... Also, one thing is, with me, everybody have his personality. Mine is, I like to, play, be free, laugh a lot and everything.
Yeah.
And I don't know, maybe that also, you like that too.
That don't bother me.
Wait.
Don't, just let him speak.
Okay.
You like that also. But I'm thinking, I was trying all the time, since this thing happened, I'm trying to figure out what the problem was, what caused it. And the final thing is like, we like to play with each other too much. So is that the reason that causes this? I don't know. I'm trying to figure out.
He doesn't know what happened.
Right. I can tell you what happened.
Wait until you're too.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay.
And remember some submitter told me that too much of laughing is not good. So maybe that could be one of it. I don't know.
I disagree with that.
You and me really have to know how to deal with each other, and the respect come in. You know, we should respect each other and all that, and then move on and ask God. We should always ask God to guide us, because we haven't done yet.
Of
You
course.
understand?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Now she pop in and say something.
No, I think Muhammad do want to say something. You got something to say? Cherie?
Yeah.
Cherie?
I do. Hello, camera.
Yeah.
There are a lot of issues. I really feel that this thing isn't resolved, because I feel that, especially between you guys, it hasn't really been spoken out yet. What exactly happened? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we need some. I'd like
Resolution.
I'd like to feel some more heart. God willing, some more emotion, some real.
Some tears, crying. I got it from you.
I mean, yes, we could definitely use some of that, maybe.
All right. You got an onion? All right, let me get you some.
I mean, I think a lot of people have been hurt. Gary, a lot of people have been hurt by you specifically. What keeping the door shut was not the right thing, for sure. And I can understand how it was like the same thing right back at you.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man, you guys have just got to really, God willing, talk it out. And Gary, is there a safe word that we can have with you?
Yeah, Hell's Kitchen.
Hell's Kitchen?
Yeah. Say Hell's Kitchen and I'll calm down.
Inshallah.
Say, brother, you in Hell's Kitchen.
No, I mean for real, because we really can't have this happen again and again and again.
I agree. Listen, you know, finish talking. Go ahead.
Okay. I mean, I hear that you've got. Thank you, praise God. I mean, as much as. At the same time, you know, sometimes you start getting rigid with everyone else. It might be helpful to be less rigid with everyone else. I mean, I don't think it's necessary that Juma has to start sharp at 12:15 and no one is there, and we're still starting Juma at 12:15, for example, or 1:15, sorry, or any other example. We just gotta chill out, man. And just everyone's got to be able to live in their space and have our personalities. I hope you two are going to be able to really talk it out, because I still feel that we've only kind of
Scratched the surface.
Yeah, scratched the surface, touched the iceberg. There's a lot of emotion that's gonna have to. I mean, and I don't need to necessarily speak again.
Yeah.
God willing, until really everyone can resort out with you. Look, man, I've got no issues with you, by God's grace. A lot of this is being directed towards you, which kind of should signify. And I wasn't even there, man. Again, the door being shut was very difficult. That for me, at least, I can criticize and say that's not the right thing. But the rest of it, I hope that I wasn't there for the event, but I can imagine how it was. Just the repercussions of it have been very difficult. It's affected everyone. Okay, I'm done talking.
Okay.
Pass it on.
Shahana, and then I know you don't want to be filmed, so you will not be filmed. Just audio.
Alright.
Talk loud because you got a soft voice. Can really hear you.
Alright. I think really I don't know what to say, but okay, I'm gonna say it. Like, the week after the situation happened, I really didn't want to go to Juma. It was just, I didn't want to attend it. I just and I fought and fought and fought with myself and thinking it's an obligation, and then there's this place that really takes me out of my submission because I get upset, and I'm not in submitting mode anymore at that moment, and I don't like putting myself in that position. So I was battling myself, thinking, do I go, do I not, and so eventually it was raining. I said, yes, I don't have to go, I have an excuse. And then the rain stopped, I ended up going, and then I didn't see you. I said yes, and then after a certain time I was like, no, he should be here. So it's so much confliction, like, I mean, I do wish your behavior changed, and I didn't see you before this way. Obviously, it doesn't matter what. That one time was enough for me. It did it for me. A lot of people are saying there was other situations, and you yourself are saying there should be a safe word to remind you that no more.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel right now it's still unexplained what was the situation, why it escalated to that point, right? I would definitely want to hear your side, why it did. But if it has anything to do with personal issues, should be discussed outside of the mosque. Because at that day, at that moment, that place is not his house, it's the mosque. He's allowing us to use it as a mosque, right? So even though it is his place, he never has shown that kind of an ego, like, oh, it's my place and I am the king. Like you said, every man likes to be the king of his place. He does not act like that, though. That is definitely, he opens it up to us.
You're not a man.
I understand.
You're a female.
I know.
Okay, so you don't feel what men feel. Women, it's too different.
No.
Okay, I apologize. Okay, I apologize.
I understand, but I mean, whenever I go there, I see him open that place up to us, like, it's almost like he acts like he's the servant. He serves us, and yet he's the eldest of all, you know? And so I have so much respect for that. I totally disagree that he acts like a king in that place, especially on Friday. I don't know about any other day, I'm not there. But I have to say, he makes me feel at welcome, and this is just a warm place to be in. So if you don't feel welcome and you're feeling in some ways like distanced, and it's really in you, right? And you have to deal with the person that you're feeling it with individually, away from everyone. Okay? Another thing I wanted to discuss. Yeah, like Shri covered. There's a lot of things you understand the timing when it starts, or even Quran study if it's gonna start, if whatever it is, the subject, you do get a little edgy if it's not to the point, and it's good to be punctual. It's really good to be that way. But if you notice, majority is really all over the place. Compromise. Compromise is important. Since it's something, it's not mandatory. It's striving. We're all trying to strive in the cause of God. Then allow everyone to be there to strive together. We are already small as it is, the community. To kind of separate ourselves, we become even smaller. It makes me feel like we are becoming more weaker. Stronger is the more we are together, the more we're stronger. And also you said about the Juma, having it in different houses. I don't know about that. I really like the station to be one place, and definitely what Stephanie was saying, why Sai was saying, this is a way for us to get to know each other's homes and know each other more intimately. Then do Quran studies. That's awesome, because I had you guys over. You didn't come, unfortunately, but like I had a lot of many Consultation. Yeah, and mashallah.
So like the haram chicken, you know the halima?
Yes, halim.
Yeah, oh,
and
man.
I think that is awesome way to get together and have that connection with your family. We all know each other more intimately, right? It's not necessary you have to have Juma in everyone's house. If it wasn't available, if his place wasn't available, because I feel like his place is steady. It's not going anywhere. It's not like he's taking it away. Yeah, and yeah, he's never gonna say praise God. He's never gonna say no to us. But any other place, we're gonna cut it off every now and then. Like we're gonna be like, oh, I can only manage 2 weeks or a month, you know, something like that. And so it's not very practical. I think it's better to have one station. That's basically it.
So you finished?
Right now.
Before you continue, I just have a question for you that you can answer during your time. I just want to verify this. Did you curse tomorrow out when you called him after you shut him out? Wait. He didn't mean to tell me. He wasn't saying anything.
Yeah.
He just said that you just had bad conversations, but then it just came out one day.
Well,
like he didn't mean to wait, and he said it was the mother F-er and F-A-G-G-O-T, I think.
Excuse me?
F-A-G-G-O-T. Yeah, that and mother.
Oh, so he told you all that?
He didn't. He said he didn't mean to. He really was not trying to say anything. He wasn't specific at all, but he just came out one day, and I just want to verify with you and just be truthful. And and I honestly feel like it should deserve an apology, but at the same time, because he's apologized. But I mean, it's between you and God. At least you should apologize to God. That's fine.
Okay, so let me get to the gifts before I forget my train of thought. Let me get to the gifts because we're dealing with time. Remember?
Oh, can I just finish? I heard the curses because it was on speaker. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
You know, and so I heard it.
Okay.
I heard all the curses.
Okay. All right.
So
okay.
that also kind of escalated my brain.
Okay.
Anyways, another thing I wanted to say was, wait, please, this is important. I was upset with you on that day, right? And I more than upset, I was hurt. I have to use the word hurt. I was, because I was emotional. And I thought it was a moment thing. It was that moment, you were just so upset and people loses their temper, okay. Even though there's no excuse, you did it. But what disappointed me was, later on when I had a chat with you online, you messaged me with a letter repeating every single thing you did on that Friday, and basically saying you do not regret anything you said or done. And I felt you're not repentful and you're not feeling anything you did. And yes, remorse. And right now, like you were telling him, you were wrong, I was wrong. Don't speak for him. Say for yourself and wait for him to admit I was wrong. That's the right thing to do. Don't put it on him like you were wrong. Because honestly, like Irene was saying, that day we all heard he was just quiet. There was tears coming out, but no word. And I literally, like, I felt like just going and hugging him, because at the end, and it hurt me so much. Like I was like, Gary, come on, take it easy. Like, you are upset, I understand, and he could be upset too, and I'm sure you felt something. I shouldn't be suspicious, but that language, that behavior was so overwhelming. Anybody could be hurt, anybody. But you know, he said nothing, not a single word. And as soon as you left, I was like, so proud of you. Like, it set a good example. It showed us, like, this is what we should be doing. This is patience. This is called patience. So I was disappointed with your letter. I still have that letter. I so wanted to respond to you with verses from the Quran, just reminding you that this is ego. This is that. I so wanted to give you a huge novel in a response to that letter, because it was hurting me so much. But then I told myself, don't read it anymore, because I read it so many times. I kept on thinking, is it Gary? Like, really? Is he saying this again and again? I guess the Satan in me wanted to just remind myself before I forgive you. Like I said, no, he should come back to the Juma, and then I remind myself. I read the letter and I said, no, he shouldn't, because he's not repentful. Like he's not having any remorse at all. So that I wanted to tell you, like that letter really wasn't cool. It wasn't good.
Well, you know what? If you felt like that, I apologize to you about that. Now, let me just give you guys, you know, why I responded the way that I responded. The first time me and him got to an incident, my daughter was a newborn baby, right? And I came to the mosque. Me and him had some kind of disturbance, and he told me to get out. My daughter was a newborn. And I told him, I said, I'm not going nowhere. He said, I'll give you cash fare to get out. And he the one that was ranting and raving, not me. My daughter was just born, and he wanted to put me out. See, this is the reason why I said, you know, other people should be given a chance to host Juma for a month or whatever, because that kills a person's ego of getting upset with somebody when they don't like what a person may say, to where they come to the conclusion to conclude that, yo, you can't come here no more. That alleviates all that. That's why I said that. You understand what I'm saying? Because my daughter was a newborn baby, and he freaked out and overreacted. So that was a build-up when I went off at that time. Another time,
When was this?
That was a while back. That's when my daughter, that was when Gary was like a newborn. And during that time, I was struggling, you know, and I would like sell my little merchandise and stuff just to have car fare to come to Juma and bring my daughter. And he'd be freaked out or whatever. That was something minor that he went overboard on. And how you gonna tell a man to get out with a newborn baby in this cold outside? But I didn't go nowhere, you know, so can I finish, please?
Why did you freak out?
Because something minimal I said to him, and
Like what?
I really don't recall.
Okay, let me remind you.
Yeah, but it wasn't nothing to the point where you would put a look, brother. If you was Muslim, can I finish? Because it seemed like you're on his side.
No.
Let me and him hash this out.
Hell's Kitchen.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the word.
Okay, cool. Let me and him hash this out.
Okay.
Okay?
When?
I wasn't finished talking. Okay. Look, so that created some animosity in me, because number one is this here. My daughter was just born, newborn. You came to the hospital to see her. What happened between me and you that day was something so minimum that for you to tell me to get out with a newborn child, you was wrong, brother. Wrong.
Okay, go ahead.
You was wrong.
Go ahead.
But I said, I'm not going. He said, I'll give you cafe. I said, I'm not going nowhere. I come in for Juma. That's when I saw your ego at play. I said, wow, this dude is telling me to get out with my newborn baby just because you're hosting it in your house. So that created a little animosity, because I know this guy for more than 20 years. You know, I see him go up. I see him go through stuff. He see me go through stuff. So when he did that, I looked at him like, yo, what's up with this dude?
Hurt your feelings.
Exactly. It hurted my feelings. Number one, I'm coming with a newborn strapped to my chest. Gary was a newborn. And you going to tell me to get out and screaming and ranting and raving, and then your daughter got involved in it and all that? I felt like, yo, I was...
that day.
Yeah. And then another incident where Joe threatened his brother. Joe cursed him out of the mosque, told him he'd kick his ass, come downstairs and tell him, yeah, I'm going to go. You didn't even address Joe. You didn't, let me finish. I was there. You did not take the initiative that you took with me and bombarded me and kept me out your place and did that with Joe. And he did that to a submitter. Now, let me just say something to you. If I would have been in jail and Joe would have did what he did to a submitter, we would have beat him down. But I'm not in prison no more. Okay? Let me finish. I'm just getting it off my chest. Nobody addressed that situation. It was swept under the rug. Nobody told Joe, you can't come to the mosque, you threatened to submit or nothing. The minute me and you had a beef, and I told you, I said, stop acting like a biatch. That's what I told you. Because you was doing little bitch shit. Excuse me, ladies. I'm sorry.
No.
I won't say it. Okay. Any old way. No, let me finish. Let me get it off my chest so we can heal. Okay? So you was doing little stuff. I'm like, why this dude acting funny like that? But I seen it the first day when we were splitting from Muhammad. I said, look, we'll have Juma at my house, your house. No, we're going to have it at my house. I said, oh, ego coming into play. Listen, look, I done been around, okay? I done been around all kinds of Muslims, thugs, killers, murderers, drug addicts, you name it, I done been around all kinds of Muslims. At times, your ego have came into play and it caused me to respond to you in a certain way. Just like my ego came in a way at different times and it caused you to respond in a certain way. My thing is this here. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. If you want to implement Islamic law on me and try to chastise me and chide me and keep me from coming into mosque, then when your friend Joe threatened this brother and offered and told him he was going to kick his ass and told him to come downstairs, he's a bad man, and you didn't do nothing about it, you didn't tell him he couldn't come in, then that's hypocrisy. That's why I had the resentment that I had against you, because I saw you was treating that brother one way and treating me another way, and I know you before Joe. Way before you knew a Joe, it was me and you. So when you start doing that, I said, this brother, you're saying one thing, but your actions are saying another thing. Stephanie and Irene and them, they just met you. They know you, but those are females. I'm a man. Can I finish? Can I finish? Can I finish? Kanaru's a grown man. He can defend his own self.
No, that comment was not to Kanaru. Like, we're females.
I'm saying, listen to me. I'm explaining. See, you know what? Listen, I'm going to tell you. Listen, what I mean by females is men, we have testosterone. And men go through things.
It's different, though.
Oh, my God.
Go ahead.
Oh, my God. Listen.
There was a verse you
All I'm going to say, can I finish talking first? I got to get this off my chest. Number one, let me tell you how I feel right now. See, y'all looking at that one incident that happened. There's been a series of events that's been happening way before y'all even start coming to Kanara House. Way before y'all was even known. That started from Muhammad. Stuff that's been happening. Little stuff that I like kind of brushed to the side, and I stepped to the brother. I said, listen, now kid, I don't appreciate, you know how you treat me, man. We supposed to be men. And there's been times I told him, listen, let's go outside, let's talk like men. That day I told him, I said, come on, let's come outside and talk in the hallway. He didn't make a move. So I admit I lost control. I don't got nothing against you. My thing is this here. Don't implement the law on me. And Joe threatened this guy right in the mosque. And you didn't do nothing. You didn't tell Joe he can't come in or none of that. But you did that to me. You was wrong. And that's why I had the animosity that I had. Because how you going to give sermon, you going to give football and say Allah say this and Allah say that, and your brother from Africa did something worse than what I did, and you didn't even block him from coming in there. You was wrong for that.
Now you are telling me I'm wrong.
You was wrong.
Okay, you are accusing me.
I'm not accusing you. That's what I saw. This brother will tell you.
You have judged. You have judged.
I'm not judging you.
So why,
I'm calling like how I seen it.
What is the wrong?
You were wrong.
All right, pause. Hell's Kitchen. Hell's Kitchen.
So,
Pause.
okay, Hell's Kitchen.
Hell's Kitchen.
All right. You finish off and then
He'll go. He'll respond.
Is that fine?
Yeah. Yeah.
Where are you at?
Where I'm at? You said Hell's Kitchen. I'm good.
You finished? No, I'm saying.
I'm good for now.
Okay, so
I'm a respect. Hell's Kitchen. That's the word.
Okay, so he can go now? Okay, so
You said Hell's Kitchen. I'm going to show some respect, man.
So go ahead, Gennaro, go ahead.
And I want, and let me say this, I don't want nobody to respond because nobody responded that day when Joe threatened. He told me to kick his ass. That's why I say I need to just chill out for a minute.
You was there? You was there?
Yes, you was there. You was there. You was there.
I don't remember.
Nah,
He threatened him. Told me to kick his ass and come outside. I tell you what, you tell your, listen, let Canaro tell it and then you tell your story. That's it. That's right. That's right. And ain't nobody do nothing to Joe.
Can we do that after?
Nothing. Ain't do nothing to him. He ain't do nothing. You was there.
I want to respond to that also.
He made it.
You was there.
When you were okay, I admit, honestly, my memory is...
I I know, but I don't forget.
Okay.
I be watching how people treat people. I ain't gonna let nobody treat me your kind of way. Come on, man.
I thought you were going to address why you grew up.
I just addressed it.
But
Are
that
you
has to do
listening?
with something that happened.
It doesn't matter. It don't matter. I held resentment because how you gonna quote Quran to me and your man, your friend, threaten another submitter and you don't do nothing about it?
Somebody who doesn't believe in
You're not listening, sis. You know why? You right now, listen. I love you as a sister. I respect you, but inshallah, I think the men should meet by themselves and let the women stay out of this.
Are you serious?
I am so serious.
Okay.
Not you, not you,
Okay.
because you coming from Quran.
Alright, here's the
As long as you quote that Quran to me, I'm gonna listen.
You read it, just
Read it again.
It's
No, I'm being real, man. Don't let nobody gang up on me, man. Come on. Nobody did nothing that day.
Nobody was there. I don't remember this at all. Just so you know.
I don't think she was here.
Maybe you weren't.
Okay, so then you can't.
I wasn't here.
She wasn't there. She wasn't at the master.
No, you know why? You probably had your headphones on that
No,
day.
we were gone.
No, she was there.
And I was like, oh, seriously, you did that?
Yeah, it don't matter. Yeah, but it don't,
And guess
it don't
what?
matter.
Ain't nobody bring it up. But
don't
yeah,
matter.
Gary does something. Y'all want to come down on me like I'm the big bad wolf.
Because it happens to
Ain't
be
going for that.
It
It don't matter. It happened in the mosque.
Personal matters.
The mosque is the mosque. You said that. You said that.
It's also
Come on,
Okay,
man.
I'm just gonna read the verse.
They gonna get by no. Listen, I'm not stupid.